Hey, what's up, everybody? Shoot, it's Colin and Co. And we are celebrating the day after a Spurs win over on Hotspur Hood. Thanks for tuning in. Um, what's up, gentlemen? We'll go ahead and we'll just get a good hey from everybody. We'll start with Scott because we know Canadians give the best hays. Hey,
That's right. They do. Of course, I'm the atypical Canadian who's angry and mean and negative. So
never happy
I'll
with the
just give a
team.
nice, friendly hello to everyone. Great to see everyone here and
Before you
everyone
start
in the
to,
chat.
you're a nice man sometimes. I guess that brings Kieran up next. What's up, boy?
Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody?
I think the fans are probably happy to see you, man. We don't get Kieran camera very often, so
Yeah, just got a new camera, so I think it's working pretty well so far.
yeah, we're digging it. Well, I mean, I'm digging it in the pants region. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But and Jacob, what are you thinking about this camera? Anything like?
I'm thinking it makes me feel like I'm in a retro kind of movie because like the blurred background and you're at a little bit of an angle, so it's like the whoa man part of the movie.
Oh my gosh! Hold on one sec.
But it's really good to see.
What the heck?
Steak. Steak.
Is that Richarlison steak?
Yeah.
There on your that's awesome. That's a really good one.
I feel like you could have done better, honestly.
Richarlison steak is actually like almost perfect. Nice job, and also good to see you, buddy. Good friend Alex. For everyone that doesn't know, Alex Steak that's his full name. His Christian name.
Alexander Stakington.
I think his last name is just Steak, right?
Yeah, just steak.
Yeah, and
Stakovsky.
that's his Christian name. At least he was given it at baptism.
Steakism.
Weird
Steak-
Alex Stakovich.
Whoa! Hold on, I've
It's
never
a shout
seen
out to Weird Al Yankovic, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
This is already getting off to a good start.
Eat it.
But yeah. Alex, good to see you, man. Good to see you. So everybody, Spurs won. It was less than less than 36 hours ago, right? And some people are bummed out about Spurs stuff right now.
How?
I know.
Strange.
Like, have you ever been
Unless it's about Son, there's no reason to be bummed out.
right?
I don't know if I'd say bummed out, but I am kind of. I mean, there was so much hype coming into the season. Maybe more so in like July. There was so much hope and everything, and then it's just like slowly been reverting back to a typical Spurs Daniel Levy season. So I'm not bummed, but I'm.
I don't think it's that bad, mate. It's not that bad.
Is that your? I can't never remember. Is that your English
Is that
Premier League
Australian?
commentator voice, or is
Is
that
that
I'll
Australian?
tell you.
Right.
Oh,
I'll
that's
tell you
not
who
a
it is.
knife.
Jason Groves.
It's
Jason
Jason Groves.
Grovesy.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? I was gonna
Hey,
give you the
Jason.
big long intro, but I just wanted to hear your voice straight away. What's up, Pimp? How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'll tell you what bummed me out, if that's the
Oh,
expression
yeah.
you're going for. It
Mm.
wasn't like, I mean, yeah, we won, and that's great and all that, but like, I don't think anyone here is going to sit here and tell me we played good. Like,
We
that
played good.
wasn't.
We didn't play
That-
bad.
Yeah, but dude, it was you was
It was
playing
okay.
a team that literally has got fucking a present count. I do believe 19 new players.
Yeah, but not all 19 of them
19.
played.
That's pretty much most of their squad, right? And of the players we had playing, only one of them hadn't been there since the year fucking dot in our team. Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, come on, we should have not just beat them, but played them off the park, and we didn't.
I mean,
So
I think I always
that's
knew it was going to be a
disappointing
jammy
to
game,
me.
Jason. Come on, like honestly, does any Spurs team ever do well against the teams that actually come out? And those newly promoted teams always seem like they want to play, especially
In
against us.
Conte's last 16 games, he's only lost the once against newly promoted teams.
Again, love the result. We're winning ugly, but like that doesn't mean I'm
But
going
it's
to be
not like
impressed
Jose
with the way we
ugly.
played.
The way
No,
I
Joe's
see it,
completely
if I
yeah,
off.
it's
may,
not nearly
if
as
I
bad as
may,
Jose.
When you've
Jason,
been
just
like a
butt in a little
solid,
bit here.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like you go out to the bar, you're not feeling your best. You're kind of looking ragged. Your hair's not really kept together. You look a little like you've been up a couple days, but you still done pulled a nice little shorty. So it's like, damn, I'm pulling them on my off day. Shit, plus 3 points on your off day. That can't be a bad thing. Especially once you get yourself right, you get in the gym a little bit, fix your hair, get them shoes you were looking at, get that shirt tucked in nice or whatever your flavor is. I mean, once we start clicking, it's gonna be a dangerous son of a
you're saying
gun.
once we
You
start
better
tucking,
hide
you're
your
saying once
wives,
we start tucking
hide
in
your
our
damn
shirt,
women.
so to speak.
right.
Yeah,
I just need us to start clicking because I genuinely thought, and I'm pretty sure I said it on this show, I thought this was the match where we were going to click. I thought like, you know what I mean?
Famous
I
last
just
words, Jason.
We
pretty
did,
fucking much.
except up front.
To go with your
I don't.
analogy, though, Jacob, I'm a little concerned that, yeah, you pulled the shorty because she got confused and thought you were Leo
Yeah.
there, and then she realizes when she gets home, oh crap, it's not, it's Jacob from United Spurs of America, and she goes running away screaming, and then when she finds out that she made a mistake and realized that you're actually not the top level that she thought. So
That was actually brutal. I don't know.
That actually hurt, Scott. That
I didn't
hurt
mean
in,
you.
Jacob,
in a
I'll let you
deep
out for
Realizes
place.
Jacob. I'll
it was
see you out for a while to just kind of cool down. All right, he was really mad. I could tell, and I just didn't want him to freak out and say anything he regretted. Um, he just needs usually to count to like 5, and he's good. So everyone act like nothing happened, and then yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that Spurs are in as bad of a place as everyone else.
I'm not
Can I-
saying we're in a bad. I'm not saying we're in a bad place. I just
I know you're
ask
not.
we need to
Jason,
click.
Jason, what specific parts of the game, like, just give me examples of us playing badly throughout the game. Like, what for you?
Well,
what did you think were the things?
For
that...
me, like just from me looking at it, I don't think we were stringing our passes together too well.
Mhm.
Like there was a lot of passes going astray. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
flow
It's
of
not
our
pretty. It's
football.
not pretty football.
Yeah, but we're not going to play pretty football. Like that's not the Conte. Yeah,
I disagree. I mean, I agree that I agree with what you're saying about our passes not connecting and that making it look bad. But I disagree that Conte's football is not pretty. I mean,
right. But
I
you
just
didn't
feel
let
like
me. You didn't let me finish.
no,
You
no,
didn't
no.
let me land.
Well,
'Cause what
Conte.
I was
No,
gonna
I
say
was
is,
saying
yeah.
Colin said that we wouldn't play pretty football, and I said
No.
that.
It was me. It was
Wait,
me. This
Yeah,
time.
you keep
When-
going, Jason. You keep
When Conte ball is done right, it's like it's a sight to behold when they're on the
Like a
attack. I mean,
Dharma.
and you can
There's
see
attack-
his intent because when we attack in numbers. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all there. But for me, it's like just looking at it, our passing's just not where it should be.
It's not
And
crisp.
my right, and like when I was talking with Will about Son, and I was saying like his ball retention's just not that good. What I mainly was referring to was like when he's got his back to players, he's not the best at receiving the ball. Like it bounces off him a lot, and he's getting double teamed a lot, and it's just not working out for him in that
Yes,
regard.
his close control.
And
Right
so-
now, you go on.
I was just gonna say that I feel like that's something we talked about last season when Conte came in and we started to see Son play and there were, even though Son was scoring goals, people were saying he wasn't playing well and that he was losing the ball too many times. And I said that one of the reasons is because exactly what you just mentioned, that he's not good at receiving the ball to feet with a defender immediately on his back. He's never had to back to goal receive the ball before. That's not what he's good at. He runs in behind.
Yeah.
this new role that he's playing, it's not a traditional left wing. As Conte said, we call it a 3-4-3, which is fine, but it's more
It's
of a
left forward.
3-4-2-1. And
Yeah.
the wingers aren't true wingers. They're attacking mids. It's a left and a right attacking mid. They play in the half spaces. They're not out on the touchline. So, and because of the distinction between the two,
Touchline sounds kind of fun though.
they're going to
Oh
have to
yeah.
they're going to have to receive the ball to feet more often. Now, Decky's very good at it. Decky can
Yes.
open up, receive the ball, and then turn on a dime and go and get going. So,
Oh yeah, because he's got pace and
because-
he's younger.
well, he's also.
Wait, he
he's
said,
also
how do you
bigger.
turn a dime
He's
on?
also a-
You said he could turn on a dime.
Yeah.
How do
You got to
turn-
rub it the right way.
Oh,
Circular motions, buddy.
No, but
He's bigger
Decky's
and
got more
physical,
close.
so he can handle the pressure at his back. Son, I don't even think it's a technical thing. It's the pressure on his back, immediately
It's
feeling that
mental.
defender's hand into his back as soon as the ball hits his foot. It's a mental thing, exactly.
And
I
in the
think it's
case of
more
Reece James,
a
he's had
mental
his
and
whole
physical
body
thing.
wrapped around him.
That's why
Yeah,
Richarlison's
exactly.
like his
good,
Achilles heel.
because he likes that attention on him from the
Mm.
defender.
Oh
Yeah, but Richarlison's a different beast. And I'm not saying he's the second coming of Christ or anything like that. But in terms of that
Third.
style of play, he can receive the ball with his back to players, and he's physical enough to wick someone off of him and get moving. Do you know what I mean? As he did, well, when the ball was for that pass, he did it. And he went in, shunted that dude off the ball, got it in, and did that audacious fucking.
That was the
Crossed
most
it
Brazilian
well.
thing I'd seen in a couple weeks
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah, and again, I'm not saying he should replace him and he should be dropped or anything like that. I'm just
No,
saying
right.
that's. But in terms of your
Nice to
original
have that on the
question-
bench.
right? In terms of your original question, for me, it's just we just wasn't flowing when we should have done.
Like
Right.
water, my
The
friend.
passes just weren't good enough.
I thought the defense was more
What
concerning.
accent was that, Colin?
I don't
I
know.
agree.
Like
actually
a
agree with you.
water.
I actually
so
agree
I-
with you, Scott, and I think the two are connected. I agree. Scott said he thinks the defense was more the problem. I agree, and I think the defense is actually connected to why our passing is so poor. It's because of our
none of our
build-up play.
defenders are good on the ball.
Exactly.
None of that. All right, let me
Exactly.
rephrase that. None of the
Hmm.
defenders
Without
playing
Romero.
last night are good on the ball.
So you're just
Oh,
lying
last night,
now.
the other
So
day.
now you're just telling lies.
Yeah.
I
Respect
haven't-
Davinson.
I
No,
got something
Jason
here.
came on to this late night chill to fight. He came on to tell you us what.
He's about to get fought, especially if I can find this little clip.
I
Who
think I
took
know
my-
what you're
who took
looking
my-
for.
Who took Ben Davis off of here?
No one did it.
We're
It's
playing
probably in a
against-
different folder.
And no offense to
Oh.
Ryan Yates and Lewis O'Brien, I think is his name. I can't say that I
Yep.
heard them.
Yeah,
And
so-
they ran through the midfield so easily.
The championship players.
Leo,
crazy.
what up, Leo?
Hoiberg
Hey, dude,
got
championship.
spun
The
several
teams at the
times.
top of the championship are the teams at the bottom of the like. They're no different. I don't know. It's weird how people are like, oh my god, we got beat by championship
I
players.
got a question I want to ask
They
Scott
played
and
championship
Jason.
Their whole these aren't like 20
While we're
year old
talking about
kids. Like, they're
championship.
25 and 26. Like they only were top of the championship last year. In the 3 previous
I mean,
years, they were like
yeah.
mid-table.
They were even top. They were playoffs.
These are players that haven't played Premiership football for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Except
no
Dennis.
one wanted them.
And Hoiberg, Davis, and Dyer.
Jason,
all-
do you want a hug?
and Benton?
No, dude. I'm
all of
honestly,
them.
I don't know if it's coming across. Like, I'm good. Like, life's good.
I guess it's because
All
I
of them
can't
were
see your
getting
face.
fun.
I'm just reading Holston every time you talk.
It looks like a Holston like butt crack.
Yeah, it kind of does, right? I was thinking
That's actually a team shirt signed by the whole team from that era.
Is that?
but is
crease-
it?
that crease going up
Is that crease on purpose?
Well, yeah, it's just I mean, to be fair, when I moved to Canada, it was folded up
Hmm.
and it got like heavily creased and like
We're
I'm
just
not
being
washing it.
mean.
I'm not washing it, and I certainly ain't ironing it because it's made of like pure nylon.
And if it's signed,
Just
yeah,
melt.
you frame
Oh, yeah,
that
it's-
thing.
It's got them all on there.
So does that have Vincent Janssen's name on it?
No,
Soldado.
no,
Man, you're missing out on all the greats.
Yeah.
no.
What about
I'm not. Look, we're not even talking. Just.
Paulinho signed it though, right?
Oh yeah.
And Nasir
all of them.
Chadley.
Yeah, all of them.
Nasir
Literally,
Chadley.
name a
Oh
player
my
from
God.
62 to now. They're all on there. All of them.
Nasir Chadley, Eric Lamela.
Harvey White.
Serge Aurier.
I mean, Gary Mabbott, does that count?
Ooh.
Serge
Cameron
Aurier.
Vickers.
Andros Townsend.
He's on there.
I didn't hear a Serge Aurier confirmation.
I just said they're all on there.
Serge?
All of them.
Why does that make you so happy, Jacob?
I don't know. I felt like everyone hated him for a long time, and the fact that he's got his name somewhere that everyone else's name is makes me feel good about him because I feel like he had a rough go at his brother got murdered in France, and then
His chin hairs were probably
Then he
touching
started getting
the
dropped
shirt
and-
while he was signing it because over here he had that really long.
ooh,
chin
does he
hair.
have any? Yeah, did any hairs get in there?
No.
No. Okay, sorry.
He was sure.
I would have plucked one.
And also, while I'm going on one, like this transfer window is bugging the piss out of me.
It's like a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10, bud.
Well, I said it was like a 6. I think on Will's show, and that was about a month ago. Do you know what I mean? But see, here's the analogy. Yeah, we started well, but it's like a race, man. You can start in front, but if you don't finish in front, the start's pointless.
Who cares? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something needs to happen.
The best thing about this window was the PR move by Levy to get it done because they got those moves in fast and people got excited, and now they're just sticking to their original excitement rather than kind of taking a look at the whole window, right? It was so exciting at first that everybody got hyped up, and now I think people are hesitant to give it a drop their rating from what it originally was.
And don't get me wrong, aside from the players for tomorrow, which fine, whatever, get them. I have no thoughts either way, but I was happy with the players we did sign for the team, but we need more.
Yeah.
We need,
without a doubt, more in defense, right?
dude. We're a Champions League team now. You know what I mean? We need
With
to
two
buy
championship defenders. No.
Right, you know what I mean? We need. Where's that signing? Where's that signing that says "fucking we're a big team"? Where is it?
I think a lot of
Perisic.
people think Richarlison was that signing. I disagree. I
Perisic
don't
is going to
see
be
it
the
as
most
that.
important player for us this season to come out of this transfer window. He already leads and marshals people so well. He seems like an actual leader out on the pitch. He knows
Right,
everything. He's not afraid of anything.
Fantastic.
I think he's the best footballer on our team now, behind
I
Sonny.
agree. Yep.
But we
And
need
Kane.
more of that.
And Kane. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Basuma.
but I think he's a better. I think he's more
Mistake.
talented, like technique-wise, than Kane is. Kane's.
You know
just
what I
under-
love about him?
Have you've seen
crosses the
Kane's
ball.
passing, right?
Well,
Well, I mean, I think Perisic is the best player, but I still don't think it's a statement signing because it was a free signing of a 33-year-old player.
He could have gone wherever he wanted.
Look, no, don't get me wrong. I appreciate Perisic. I think he's world class. I love him. I was super excited by that move. And I
You need
think
to start playing him on the left wing, I think, and then playing Cess as well.
No.
I think
So
I
much-
don't know.
He's so much more effective than Cess at left wing back. If we have Son at left wing, why would we play? Yeah, and especially if we have Richarlison to come in for Son, why do we need to play him at left wing? He can play there, and I'm sure he probably will play there at least once this season, maybe in a Champions
definitely.
League game or something. But Sessegnon is not.
Seeing out a
good
match
enough.
or something, like as a defensive
Sessegnon-
option.
I just think Sessegnon is just not good enough. He's not good enough as a left wing back. I mean, I think he's improving,
Then let him play
but
left
not
wing.
at the rate to start for a Champions League top 4 team. He's
What
not.
about
he's not
Sessegnon
productive
makes
enough.
you think he'd be good in as a left winger? Like,
I'm
seriously,
bad at
what
left
have
wing
you
back,
seen
though.
that makes you think he'd be good as a left winger?
Did you say
For
as a left
Tottenham.
winger, Colin? I didn't.
I mean, I did. I kind of floated the idea, but I mean, in the championship,
Oh
I
no,
saw a lot of play
absolutely
that,
not.
that
No.
made me think he'd be a good left winger.
That's the whole reason he came in and started playing left back, and then we loaned him out to a team that played a back three, so he could get minutes at left wing back. That's definitely his position. He doesn't have
I know
enough
it's
going forward. He is a decent finisher when he gets the opportunity. He scored that one goal. I think it was against was it Olympiacos or Red Star Belgrade in the Champions League a couple of years ago. He scored a really nice goal. But
He had one versus Southampton.
yeah, but I mean, his crossing, his passing, it's not good enough to play in the attack. It's just not, and that's
was
what
gonna
he
say-
needs.
I
to
bet he
continue to
starts. I bet he
improve on.
starts versus West Blam.
He's gonna
I mean,
start.
he
with West
probably,
Brom.
there's a good chance he will. I mean, and he has to because Paris.
And we're gonna see Emerson.
can't
Mark
play all
my
the time.
words. Emerson's gonna play the majority of our games this season. He's gonna be our starting right wing back all season long.
If we don't sign anybody else, he probably will be because I'm starting to get worried about Doherty returning from this injury now because it's starting to feel
Listen.
like he's not really going to be an option.
When he
So-
got hurt, they talked about him coming back at Christmas because it was such a bad. Like,
But then-
obviously he's better than that, but that just
But
showed
then
like
they
it's a
said-
bad injury, right?
It is a bad injury, but then he recovered way quicker than anybody expected. He fully participated, well, mostly in preseason, at least in the training, if not getting a ton of minutes on the pitch. So
I bet he's
I
out the
wonder if he
door.
did
it's
something.
kind
I
of
bet
like,
you-
are they just
bet
being
you someone
cautious
comes in
with
for him.
Or
Maybe he failed
Or-
a drugs test, and so
I hope
They,
Perisic teaches matey boy how to bleed and cross a ball.
I mean, I think
Well,
he's
I
working on that. I think he's
Yeah.
trying to. I mean, I think
Because-
Sessegnon will continue to improve. It's just not he's not improving fast enough to start there regularly. I mean, he'll have to because we don't have anybody else. But I mean, I don't know. He's still a lot of times going forward. He's still hesitant to run in behind. He second guesses a lot of his moves, his passing. He's hesitant to try and take on a man and beat a man. You can tell he gets caught in between two minds a lot and then make the wrong decision or loses the ball. He's just
I think
not,
he
he's just
plays
not
with
ready.
fear, and that's not a good thing.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, it's
it,
really
it
obvious.
seems like he's afraid of something. You know what I mean? And that's
But-
it's like
I mean that play
The
on Sunday
boogeyman
where
is
he
real.
didn't pass the ball to Kane is almost inexcusable. How bad it was.
Yeah.
Just before the goal, like that was how he did not pass. Kane
Yes.
was wide open, and how he touch, lose the ball. Like that was.
oh, Kane was pissed. Like
He
He
was-
Kane
it
was
was
you
not
really could see it.
impressed.
He was like, you know what? I'm going to actually murder you after this game tonight. You're never going to see your family again. And,
And
then he
that's
got the
the thing.
header, and everything's fine.
And that shows it. Fear right there. It's second guessing, hesitating, touch, because not sure if he can make the pass. He's waiting for the perfect opportunity, the clearest lane possible to make the pass because he doesn't have the confidence in himself to make it first time. And
Have you
that's
guys
just-
heard of
that's
this
not good
player
enough at
that
this level.
Sean's asking about? Sorry to interrupt, but he asked us a bit ago. We kinda
Ruslan
got off-
Malinovsky from
Yeah.
Atalanta.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's his deal? Talk to me about him.
Too much. I've heard of him every day.
He's a good
Fill me in,
player.
fill me in.
I don't know how he fits. I thought we talked. Maybe we talked about it on your channel, Jacob.
He plays in
I
the
don't know how
midfield.
he
He's
fits in a
creative.
3-4-3. I don't think he's very good in a two-man midfield. But if you're saying
More
as
of
an
his
option on the
position.
bench, yeah, like
would
he
play
might have to move up
Daki's
to the right
position.
wing. I think
Yeah,
he'd be a
come
bench
through.
option, right? To change up the option because he's good on set pieces. He has a great shot from outside the box, so it could help. But he's not going to play like right now. Atlanta technically plays the 3-4-3, right? But they play more of the one. They have one man in the pit and then two man in front, right? So the 3-4.
they have one holding.
They play with the
Yeah.
one guy. They play the 3-4-1.
3-1-3.
So he can
two.
play in that one spot a lot better, where he's able to. He is like a midfielder.
I mean,
but he's not going to be
technically
playing that.
he could come in for Decky though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'd be a bench
Yeah.
kind of guy. He wouldn't be a. He wouldn't be a starter, I don't think.
Would you? Now I've not seen the guy. Would you say he'd be an upgrade on Mora?
Yeah, for sure.
I-
For sure.
Yeah, I think most players would be.
Haters.
For two reasons.
Haters.
Because
Haters.
The man's a headless
his
chicken.
shooting ability from outside the box is something I don't think we have, right? So Mora, I think, is a lot of kind of the same. Like
Yeah, sure.
Mora, I don't know what he really. I guess maybe you would say like his jumping ability in the box, but I think now and
Ability
on
to dribble.
brings something that
Dribbling.
we don't really have on the team with his set piece ability and his ability outside the box, which would help.
Hey,
I mean,
does
to
it-
be fair, if the dude
absolute
knows when to
belter.
pass the ball, he's an upgrade on Mora.
Does it smell like
And
a
yes,
skunk in
he-
here?
He's a straight better player.
Do you guys, does it smell like skunk in here or something? Or like, when do you guys hit a skunk? Oh wait, it's
Is
just
that weed
Leo.
smoking?
It's just Leo from Mile High Hotspur. What's up, dog?
Some real skunky ass shit over here, homie.
Smells good.
I already know.
Oh, yeah.
Smelling good.
But yeah, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
We're chilling,
Good,
dude.
good.
It's late night. We're chilling. We haven't really got a lot accomplished so far in our talks, like at all. How do you?
Bro, just don't,
Are you happy
don't
with
set
the
the
way
bar high,
team's
bro.
playing
Don't set
right
the bar high. I'm sorry.
now? Are you happy with the way the team's playing right now? You think?
You know, bro, it's yeah. I mean, we're getting a W at the end of the day. Whether it's ugly or whether it's beautiful
I couldn't
ball.
care. Give us 38 wins like that for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Give
right,
it
bro.
to
It
me.
doesn't take much. You know, one zip wins you the game, so we're able to do 2-zip as long as we keep the clean sheets. Guys, we're not always going to be playing attractive football. Let's just get that.
I
let's
don't
just
care, I
get
just
that, you
wanna
know,
win.
settled. Yeah, you know, we're starting to see something that's kind of Jose Mourinho-esque in the sense that we're
Yeah,
going to get the
prime
lead
Jose.
and then probably just park the bus. You know, I seen it this game. You know, we let them have a lot of the possession. We were up real early, 5 minutes into the game. We let them have a lot of the possession, and we just told them, "Go ahead. If you guys are gonna want to come and punch us up, we're gonna counterattack you guys." I just hope that doesn't bite us in the ass when we play against somebody who could really finish.
I was going to say, once we play a team that actually has a striker,
I think this will probably be the year that City scores at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because you know they haven't ever scored there. I think
yeah.
Holland might just do the damn thing.
So
Yeah,
here's,
nah.
here's one of the things I want to say about this.
Never
Is I
happening.
don't think tactically we're trying to sit back. I think the problem is teams are playing through our counter press, and then everybody retreats. So if you watch Tottenham, we do try to win the ball high up the pitch. We do. But if they play through that initial press, then we retreat. And that's the problem, is that we're not. It did it a few times in the game. We did win the ball high up the pitch in Nottingham Forest's own half of the pitch a few times, but not as many as we should, especially against a team of this quality. And what happens is as soon as they pass through that initial press from the front three, usually plus one or two of the wing backs, then everybody starts to drop back. And another issue is that we keep losing all our 1v1s on the outside and through the middle of the pitch. Højbjerg, not his best game defensively. The wingbacks, not great defensively in that game, in my opinion. Emerson was okay, only around his own box. Davis got spun several times outside near the touchline, and Dyer was just Bambi on ice the whole game. He was awful. Sanchez is the only one of the three center backs I think had a decent game. So I don't think we're trying to sit back. I just think that our initial defensive game plan isn't working, and that's why we keep retreating.
How do you counter that with the players we've got on the team? What changes do you make real quick to counter that?
Longley, Basuma,
Long lane
Hey.
safe.
that's about
Davis.
all we have.
Long lane
Yeah.
in place of Dyer, you mean? I think that'd be a better idea.
I think it
don't-
would be better, but I don't think Conte would do that. I think he only.
How about
Longley
Davies
is
in the
supposed to
middle?
cover for Davis. So
No, Davies can't be in the middle. 'Cause he
Why
can't-
not?
because
But guys, what if
he struggles
what if-
to manage his own part of the game. Putting him in the middle, like, I mean, I think he'll be equally as bad as Dyer there. But if we're putting somebody in the middle, I'd rather put Romero or Longley. I mean, I would, if we're gonna say we're not having Dyer in the middle, then I would probably go Longley, Romero, and it pains me to say it,
Sanchez? Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
Longley,
That's
what-
Romero,
that's
I
Right.
must pay you to say because that's crazy. That's remember when Sanchez
Crazy shit
or,
works though.
was on his
Sometimes
side?
you guys, the crazy shit
But
works
if we're going
sometimes.
to
You
play
guys.
Emerson anyways as the right
Right.
back, and he's not going to go forward, then you kind of can have Sanchez and Emerson both just playing defensive and offering us nothing going forward because they have no ability to offer it.
Yeah,
And
just
Conte
spam
likes
going
that
left.
left-sided. Conte likes that left-sided center back to get forward, to overlap, especially when we have possession around the opposition box. You see Davis come around the left all the time as the left wing back. Perisic, Sessegnon will usually get into the box. I think Longley is perfect for that role and will play it so much better than Davis. I think Longley will be very dangerous, crossing balls into the box from the corner of the box, like the top corner of the box on the left-hand side. Pennant.
Honestly, I have no idea what's going on with that, but
It's because he supports the England national team.
oh, dude. Oh, I remember this talk now.
Shit, I mean, shit gets old, but whatever.
He's over it. All right, so back to the good old Spurs, right? I really do think that I don't know what our best defensive. I don't know. I still think I want Davis to play, and maybe not our biggest games, but like I think Davis should be the player that plays when we play against Wolves or a Forest. I don't know. He's just defensively. I feel like he performs well against those types of teams. He's still got a place on our squad, even if he's not a starter.
Oh, 100%. I mean, look, there's got to be rotation. That's the whole point of having a squad.
Yeah, he's good.
You know,
to be
like,
on the
you-
bench because he comes on and he's solid. Like, not
Right.
solid in the 6 out of 7 every time, like people say, but solid in the sense that you know what he's going to give you. Like, he's not going to come on and be crazy, reckless, and give away dumb plays. He's going to play the safest play possible. He's going to stay way deep defensively and try to block everything he can. He's going to get spun around every time he plays anybody that has any pace on that side. But he's not an unknown. You know what you're getting. So if he comes in, he's good on the bench, right? Because you can bring in, you know what his limitations are, you know what his strengths are, and you can plan for it if he needs to step in for a game or step in for a couple weeks while somebody's out. But as a starter, if we're playing in the Champions League, no way.
Yeah.
Maybe against the current one we have, but if we're playing Bayern Munich, like, I don't want Ben Davies out there trying to.
I'm not sure. I think I actually prefer Ben Davis against the big sides, the sides that are going to dominate possession, because I'm not sure how much I trust Longley defensively and 1v1
exactly.
against skilled players.
In transition, we know that
He's not,
Davis is also
right.
shit. So like, why not
Yeah.
play him against the teams where there's not going to be tons of transition? We're going to cede possession. I get that. That's a very valid argument.
It's
It
kind
is,
of what we
but my
did with
thing is-
Emerson and Doherty at right wing back towards the end of last season, where Emerson played.
I need to
against
see
City
more
and
Longley
Liverpool.
play, though. Like,
Yeah.
I need to see him play so I can, like, make that judgment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
with my own eyes.
Has he been injured this whole time? Is he
He
carrying
wasn't.
some sort of little knock or something, or is he just not
now,
100%?
but he was. He was.
Okay.
So Sean says, what about Sanchez, Romero, Longley?
I
That
think
wouldn't
that's our
really
best
work.
back three.
I don't think it'll
Yeah.
work though, because the way that Conte plays his back three, the middle guy
Hold
is
on.
like the sitter.
Hold on.
And-
Are you saying Romero is the central defender?
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
think
if so,
he could
no.
do it. Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
he could do
because
that.
because he's going to want to step out of line and be aggressive
No.
and proactive.
What about
Yeah,
Sanchez
it
in the
doesn't
middle?
work.
No, I
But
don't like
Sanchez isn't
Sanchez
good
in the middle either.
He's not good enough on the ball to be in the. See, this is the
Longley,
problem.
Longley.
And this said, we need we need a central center back. If anything, that should be our. If we're only going to sign one more player, it should be
Yeah.
a central center back to challenge Dyer. Because
it
if
should
we're
be
not
good.
going
I
to
agree,
sign
bro.
a right wing back, that's probably not going to
Yeah, for
happen.
center back.
You know, if
There's
the only way we get a player who can
Sanchez
play at right wing back is if he can also play at right wing or left
Yeah.
wing. So
Yeah,
I think in
Sanchez's
that case,
distribution is not good.
Well
it's terrible.
cast.
Yeah. I mean, so I think the only option is to have somebody, because Dyer is not doing well enough in the role. Just not. He's too slow. He's too slow in the build-up. He's slow to release the ball. He has to go work it to the left, work it to the right. Oh, well, there's no easy passes available to me. Okay, I'll just hoof it up and hope they get it.
You know what
That's
really
not what he's
burns
supposed to be
me?
doing. He's supposed to he's supposed to carry the ball into space, move the team forward, collapse the space, get, between him and the striker, and then make penetrative passes through
Oh yeah.
into
Oh,
the
yeah.
builders
Right,
or
but
to
do
the
you-
wingers, and he doesn't
When
do it.
you
What kind of
watch
passes?
the game, though, you see some of our players
Penetrative.
move to get the ball, but because it involves like the defender with the ball, like moving a bit, then doing the putt, they don't. They just do the easy pass to the other defender, and it's just like it drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Me
it
too,
makes me mad,
Jason. Me
too.
too. It's our biggest, in my opinion,
It
is our
slows us
absolute
down.
biggest problem. That's why we look like shit, because our build-up
Yeah.
play is terrible. We can't get the
Mhm.
ball from the defense to the midfield or straight to the attackers fast
Get
enough.
Adama. Get Adama in.
Part of the-
Adama solve all that.
It's
Adama solves all that carrying.
it's mostly on the
Ah,
center backs,
yeah.
but it's partially the wing backs too. The wing backs not showing themselves for the ball, not making runs, not being a bit like Sessegnon. Again, will just sit there, facing the left center back, like, okay, I'm here, I'm open, ready for a pass. But like, he passes it in. He's not gonna turn and.
You've even
go
seen us on
upfield.
throw-ins.
He's
You've even
just
seen
gonna
us on
pass it
throw-ins.
back
We don't even
inside.
move. We don't even
Yeah.
move.
To be
the
fair,
throw-in.
though, even if they
We're
did
static,
make the
we're
run,
stale, we're stagnant.
even if they
More
did
motion.
make the run, 9 times out of 10, if that defender tried to ping a ball to them, it ain't getting to them.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Because
Yeah, just
some of the
still.
balls Dyer was doing on Sunday were atrocious.
Diabolical. Oh my god. He pissed me off so much in that game. I 100%
Wait, diabolical?
he was the worst player on the pitch. He was so bad in that game. And I honestly put the majority of the blame on him for why we looked so bad. Why everybody says we played so terribly. I think it's because of him. I think his role is crucial and he's not performing it. And he hasn't in any of the games so far this season except Southampton, which, I mean, they'll be in a relegation battle, so.
He was diabolical, though. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, he was diabolical.
Thank you. I needed it.
I think the whole team need more baby oil.
Jacob, can you work on that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Put the
Who
order
makes,
in.
who makes the best baby oil? Who should we try to get to
Johnson.
sponsor Spurs? Oh yeah, Johnson Johnson. Yeah, they can sponsor Spurs.
Yo, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, bro. So depending on what you're using the baby oil for, I've come to realize that coconut oil, if you let it melt a little bit, it works better. You get it better. You know what I mean? You use coconut oil, bro. Let that shit heat up in your hands a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you guys use baby oil for. I don't know what you guys would use coconut oil for.
I don't know what you
but-
use it for now, dude. I was wondering the same thing about
Because
you.
it's not like your skin won't
What do you
absorb as
use it
much of it,
for?
right? It
Wait, hold on.
forms a
And
layer.
it's edible. And it's edible. So I mean,
Yeah, I cook with that shit sometimes. I make pancakes
bro.
with
Coconut
it.
oil. Oh, I do. When I
gonna
make
stuck in your
coconut
head
rice, use it for that.
sorry. This is the late night, with Colin. So I had to throw out some late night tips there.
Yeah, no, I tips.
Oh yeah.
Well-
I mean, let's be honest. Is anyone expecting us to sign a marquee player between now and
Adama,
Thursday?
yes, marquee. Adama's marquee.
I don't think he's.
Well, what if we don't sign a Dharma?
What if it's
Another
Alan St.
window
Maxim?
of heartbreak for me, unfortunately.
What if we get ASM?
What if we never sign a Dharma?
What if we get Alan St. Maximin, but we never get Adama?
I'm fine with that.
I don't think
You're fine with that?
Newcastle's going to sell him.
Yeah,
No.
apparently
Like the
St.
window.
Maximin's not going anywhere, but apparently I heard rumor of a release clause for 38 mil if a championship or a Champions League team comes calling that he has a release clause for 38 mil. You get him and
he's
Adama for
worth
under 50, that completely changes the dynamic of our attack. I'm just saying.
I'd rather have Carrasco, though.
You can't spell Carrasco without ass.
Nah.
Well,
Carrasco
that's what you like.
That's just the first thing I
quality,
could
man.
think of. I
He's
know. I'm
quality.
just trying to talk shit.
You hate Carrasco.
I
get
mean,
it.
C-Cube's
What-
got a point there, you know. Everyone else has had a sniff, and he was in London,
Frankie
so
de Jong.
we're a London team.
No way.
I was
mean,
in London. I was in London too. once, but I didn't sign for Spurs.
I think C-Cube has hit the nail on the head. That'd be a statement signing.
Why do people hit like?
Honestly.
Why did you?
To be
hit
fair,
that?
I don't know
Did
why
that nail even
Fran-
do anything?
Like, how was Frankie de Jong good? What was he actually done? Well,
Yeah,
Alright,
Scott.
Sorry.
he got like 4 assists last season. Like, what
I
was
know
it?
the big thing is to pretend like every other
They were
No,
player when he
seriously,
goes
I
to one of
don't
the
know
rivals is
how.
shit, but
why he's
how
good.
is Frankie de Jong good? Like, have we not been watching him play for Ajax and Barcelona? He's
No,
like
I
a little
didn't watch him for Barcelona.
decent thing that they have going.
Barcelona was shit last season. That's why he only had 4
Yeah,
assists.
but in
They
general-
were shit. They were
I was gonna
terrible.
say, like, Frankie de Jong is a good player. Like,
A very good player. He's
Oh,
elite.
yeah.
I mean, that would be talking about
Period.
statement signing. Like
100%.
that would.
None
that
of
would
those
be
guys
insane.
are good enough for me. I
There's no
need
statement without stake in it.
Neymar or Messi on a free.
To be fair, Neymar wants to go on loan somewhere.
We
Apparently.
won't. I
Be a
mean, De
great
Jong is
loan
impossible
destination.
though. We won't pay his wages. Like he'll demand more than
Oh,
Kane. So if we sign De Jong, then we'd have to pay Son and Kane more.
No,
Yes,
I
I
don't
think-
think he would. He's like a prisoner
Well,
at Barca.
It's
He's
not
already
my
on more
money,
than
so
King,
pay
City
him.
won't take a-
What if we? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. What do you think we would have to pay? First of all, what do you think Neymar makes, and then what percentage of those wages would we have to cover to loan him?
Why would we want
Probably-
Neymar
he'd
anyway?
Probably on like 500, and we probably cover like half.
He spends as much time on the floor as he does on the ball. Like
He'd be awesome. Him and Richarlison.
That'd
he
be
throws
shithouse.
fits about stuff playing in League One. He plays in a cupcake league, and he still is like the whiniest player in Europe. Like,
Imagine him against Burnley.
Maybe our wine.
Hilarious.
like
You
no,
imagine
I don't,
him in
I don't want
playing
anyone
Chelsea
from
or Arsenal in a
PSG except
derby.
Hakimi. Hakimi is the only player from
He'd be
PSG.
like,
I
he
want.
wouldn't know what hit him.
He gets a red card for simulation.
Yeah, a red card for keep yuppies.
Honestly, that whole
Rainbow
thing
flicks
where
as well.
everyone's got their knickers in a twist because Richie Arlison did a couple of keep me up. I'm like,
No,
get
it's
the
his
fuck over it.
assist. It's his
ridiculous.
assist. What is that face?
Yeah, I mean, like.
Oh, he
Oh, I
just
did it.
did.
Oh, I did it. I'll put it back.
Boom.
Isn't
Yeah,
Mbappe like
no-
the highest paid guy in the
No
world?
rebuttal to that.
I don't know.
Mbappe freaking has a control, like basically a control in the, you know, like a share of the control of signings. Like he's basically one of the directors of football at PSG.
Yeah.
Like they had to give him. That's his con is ridiculous, man. Oh my god. PSG is such a honestly, they're a joke. Until they win a Champions League, they're a joke in my opinion. Joke club.
Then they're still a joke. We just moved the goalposts further. Until they've won 5 Champions Leagues, they're a joke.
Sorry
Yeah,
if you guys have
yeah,
already
honestly.
talked
They
about it.
should
but I've seen
The amount of
Sean talk
money.
about a little bit of playing Romero in the center, and I think when you look at when he did it at Atalanta, like we kind of talked about it earlier, they play a different system than we do with Conte, even though they still play with a back three. And I don't think that Romero playing like the way Conte likes them to play would be as good of a fit in the back three as he was when he was at Atalanta. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
but
You know,
didn't-
yeah,
Agreed.
you're right.
Didn't Romero
Scott.
play in the centre of our
He
three?
did.
Oh, he
but
did.
He did, but
And
they
he wasn't
used the
great.
center back. They used the center back in a different way. And Atalanta is a high pressing team, so he would press high into midfield,
It suits
try and
him.
disrupt passes
Which
through
suits him.
midfield. Yeah,
Which
and the
suits him.
outside center backs would drop back, as where we do the reverse with our center backs. So
I mean, I think he could probably do a better job in the center than Dyer, but
Yeah.
I think he's
It'd be
best
taken
suited,
away from a lot more.
as the right center back. That's where he's great. I think we should keep good players in the positions that they play in and bring in other players in the positions we need help. Same thing with Perisic. Yes, he can play right wing back, but he's a great left wing back. Let's keep him at left wing back and bring in a quality right wing back and try to move guys around to cover holes, right? Like, let's just bring in quality players.
yeah,
Did you guys see the press conference today?
No.
no.
What did we miss?
Seen some of it.
Yeah, they were asking Conte about like signings and that, and he basically went, "I've made my opinion very clear to the club, and Mr. Paratici and Mr. Levy. They all know my thoughts on the subject." I was like, "Oh shit!" I bet they do at all. He did also say though, he's like, "But you're not gonna." He said, and I am paraphrasing like a motherfucker. He's like, basically, you're not going to fix all our problems in one window. He says it's going to take a minimum of two.
Two more, right? Yeah. 2 more.
Shane!
Hello.
Hey,
What's
Hello?
up, big dog?
Steak. Basuma. Steak.
Shane, it's good to
Well,
see you,
one
man.
thing's for sure, you're
Good
going
to
to see
see you.
Basuma against West Ham.
I like that, Jack.
I
like that.
need Basuma in my life.
No,
The
no,
retro
you are.
I
jersey.
need him in my life.
Looks
I
good.
want him
Mate,
in that
it's
midfield.
clean, nice and
Who
shiny
Who
and
Tim's
blue.
Rice.
Beautiful kid, mate.
Bentancur's got a concussion, so you're going to see Basuma against West Ham.
Yes.
Yeah, Basuma starting. Yeah.
Well, Bittencourt needs a rest. I would have rather Højbjerg had the rest, but
Yeah,
but then
needs
you-
it. Yeah, like
Again,
like
Conte
60
was
games.
talking about Højbjerg in the press conference. He fucking loves him.
I
Yeah.
know, man. They're
Right.
ride or die.
Loves him.
They risk it all for each other.
Yeah, and Skippy will be back soon. And looks like
I'd love to
Yeah,
see
he's training
Skippy
now
and
with
Højbjerg.
Romero.
Skippy and Basuma.
And also-
Basuma and
would be
Basuma
good.
would be fun to
apparently Matasar is staying at the club now. He's not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be
moved
very
on.
good. With the,
How
with
many-
the previous comment about transfer windows in the future, I think that's
Yeah.
good because we know in the future that Conte's staying.
Well,
Yeah.
that remains to be seen.
No, but it sure does seem like it's leaning that way, you guys. I mean, we're trying to make signings for the future, and we're trying to show, faith in our manager. And I mean, let's just try and be, positive. But
I think that as long as things continue in a positive direction, as far as Conte is concerned, he'll stay because I
is
think the
that?
whole reason he came here was to try and build something.
yeah, I would hate to see him leave. I don't really think he's going to be in and out, but if he does, it wouldn't surprise me. But being in and out, you guys, I just hopped on real quick just to show some love to you guys, just to say what's up, just to say, hope everything's going good with you guys. I just wanted to hop on real quick. I'm actually gonna eat dinner really late still. I'll be going to Milwaukee on Thursday, so I've been getting all my shit ready. I was gonna say my shit pack, but that just sounds wrong.
You thought it, so I think that.
No, I mean, it's because I've used that one on somebody. I'm like, well, you're getting your shit packed. I thought you already have, but I mean, I didn't want to fall victim of that one.
So you had to pre-call out the joke. I get it. I get you, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
I just want to clear. Yeah,
Nice
but,
meeting you, bub.
Yeah, man.
you too, bro. I'm Leo Coys. It's nice to meet you, brother.
Good to see
All right, you guys.
Leo is cool. He
All right, you
probably,
guys.
he probably couldn't beat me in a fight, but I don't know. We'll have this slap box sometime.
Who, me?
Let's do it.
I don't mean to brag, bro, but I am going to be a purple belt in Taekwondo come like 2 weeks.
I'm not.
So-
But when I come to Colorado next, we'll slap box for the channels.
I'm down, bro.
Perfect.
I'm
All
down.
right.
All right, you guys. Much love to everybody. All right, be safe.
Take care.
Big love, dog. See you,
Hey.
man.
That
Yeah.
Batman picture we saw there, was that his OnlyFans avatar?
No, that's
Oh,
cute.
See
so
what
we
you
all
did,
were
Cubed?
talking in the group chat.
You scared
about-
Leo away. You scared Leo away, Cubed.
Your kinky Batman pictures.
My camera's on the fritz here. It's glitching big time.
It's probably because you're out in the bush and you don't get good internet out there.
No, I'm in the city, man. I'm in
Oh,
the city.
okay. I didn't know. You said you had to go into the city to get your glasses, so I thought maybe you lived out in the boonies.
No, it's
Correct.
only a half an hour train ride.
Huh.
About 20 k's.
Okay, that's not so bad. Cubed is having sound issues, she says. So,
What's not working?
She's having sound issues. I'm having camera issues.
everything's working okay for me, unfortunately. It means you guys have to look at me.
The camera looks good, Kieran.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's pretty sexy. Like
Bloody crystal clear.
You're right up on your face.
So,
Yeah,
so what
I've
are we
got a bunch of
talking about?
I've got a bunch of junk in this room, so I'm trying to like.
Oh, blur the
I
background.
went with the zoom. So and the blur, so everybody doesn't have to see all the.
Nah, show the background as well.
Yeah, we want to see your stuff. All right.
Honestly,
anyway.
I think the way the camera's facing, it's mostly my girlfriend's stuff, but.
Oh. All right. Anyway, so back to Spurs, right? We're not signing anyone else this transfer window. We're going into the season with what we got. Emerson Royale's our starting right wing back. Debate that. Fight me on that.
Now I'm
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
man.
probably. There's
I
a
feel
good
like
chance.
Jason now when you say that.
Still in the
I-
league and the Champions League, so I don't care.
That's what we like, Steak. Delusions.
I'm not delusional.
You are.
I'm another level above that. I'm steak.
Steak delusional.
For a minute, it's like you're the Hollywood, aren't you? You're the.
Stay.
I will say though, like, I mean, I'm not totally happy with how we've been playing in things. I'm not happy with the transfer window very much. But like, I still think that some of the people are overreacting.
Let's pick close up.
Some of the streams I've seen the last few days, it's just been, it's like, you'd think we're playing like we did, the second half of Jose's second season, his last season here. And
where
it's
we
really not. It's not that bad. I mean, we're still winning
No,
games.
'cause
We're still scoring goals.
We
You know,
barely
we
got
just-
a shot on goal under Jose.
Exactly, and we're not, sitting. We're not sitting real deep. I don't think we're sitting real deep on purpose. I don't think that's a tactical decision from Conte. I just think that teams are playing through our press too easily, and then, playing through our midfield and down the wings too easily, and then they're in behind us, and then we all drop back, and then teams are, getting chances from that. But I mean, still, Nottingham didn't have any clear-cut chances. Maybe one. I think they had one clear-cut chance.
I
And
thought there was two, but
There-
yeah.
I mean,
Also,
it was
like-
mostly crap quality chances. There were no like
That header should have been
1v1s
scored.
against the.
Hey, what's up? Is your sound fixed?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was
What up,
trying to,
homie?
it's all because I tried to, have a shirtless Batman. You know what I mean? It's all that fault.
Yeah, it's.
Well, your computer couldn't
Jesus
handle
probably
the
made that
image.
happen.
Could have used that
You know
support
what
about
it
an
is?
hour ago, CK.
I must have.
Jesus
It
was
was.
like,
It was just
no.
way too hot for my computer to handle.
That's what it nearly blew my computer up. I'm just being real here. It was like,
well, Gorgama's here, and she says, "Hi, Colin," which is me. Hi.
Steak.
And then she said, "Big up panel," which is you guys.
Hi, Gorgama.
No, big
Lots
up
of love,
you,
Gorgama.
The busiest woman on Instagram.
She's the busiest person like ever,
Oh yeah.
and the best. So thanks for tuning in as always.
When you guys are talking about and I don't know if Kieran, I haven't been on many streams, so when he said people on streams are getting too bad, but I know that I'm one who usually is seen as somebody who's a little bit down. Like when I say how bad we were playing, how disappointed I am, how poor I think our players are, it's all said with the idea that I think we're not dropping below 4th. So that's the context that I'm using. I don't think when I say that, I don't think we're terrible, we're in bad form. I mean, I think that 4th is our floor, and now if we want to get to champion, if we want to compete for things, then that's why I say I don't think this is good enough. And I don't think that's the level I
mean, I just, we made it to a League Cup final that year under Jose, and we lost.
But that was 100% because of the draw, right? We didn't beat anyone. We beat Chelsea to beat team.
Yeah, but we're a better team. But we're a better team now, wouldn't you agree? Even not playing well, we're a much better team than we were at that point, right?
Yeah, but I just think that the draw.
So even if we have a more difficult,
to win, if we play Liverpool, I think we would.
So that's the thing. There's only 3. I mean, personally, there's only 3 teams in the league that I fear.
Hey, we smashed Liverpool.
City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. And the thing is, City, we have their bogey. We're their bogey team. We have their number. We've beaten them many times over the last few years.
But we're their bogey team until we're not, right? That doesn't mean that we.
Well, we're their bogey team until Pep Guardiola decides to change how he plays just a little bit for one game. But since he's never going to do that, we'll probably keep beating them the same way.
When we beat them last year, they outplayed us, and we got lucky to beat them. It wasn't
we didn't get lucky. We did not get lucky. That third goal was
100% in that game.
How we got lucky? We dominated them.
That third goal was amazing. That was not that last goal to win the game. It was not a counterattack. We built it out from the back. We looked like prime Conte Inter Milan, and Kane scored a beautiful header. That was just
one goal that may or may not be beautiful is enough. That's one goal. That's the thing. That's why I say we didn't do that all game. We haven't done that before.
Their 2 goals was a penalty.
They beat us in the Carabao Cup.
They dominated possession, but most of their possession ended in useless crosses into the box, which allowed us to launch caps. And nearly every time we got on the counter, we looked like we would score. I don't think they dominated us. Having 80% of the possession means nothing if you don't create meaningful chances, good chances to score, high XG chances.
Are we talking Chelsea right now?
They did not.
No.
Most of their chances.
I don't know if they scored high XG chances because I don't put much weight into XG.
Haaland is a game changer.
Hold on. What game are we talking about?
Man City.
Man
when
City.
we beat them 3-2.
I'm not, honestly, if we're full strength, if we have Son, Kane, if we're full strength squad, I'm not afraid of Man City because I know how Pep is. He's an ideologue. He will not change the way he plays. And as long as we play the same way that we do against them, I think I favor us to win every time. Because ultimately,
I agree with
our
Sean.
attacker.
But even when they had Aguero, we still beat them.
Yeah, but he's a different kind of player.
It doesn't matter. He's still one of the greatest ever goal scorers.
He's a different kind of player. Is that Holland is good at tap-ins and running in behind, and there will be no space in behind. So unless he, I mean, if we have a defensive mistake, then he has an opportunity for a tap-in, sure. But I mean, Holland is not the kind of guy who, his team's camped out around the opposition box, moving possession around, and he's going to take a shot from outside the box and it'll go. He doesn't do that. He's not Harry Kane. He's not a striker, and he's not going to get those chances.
I see him skip past 2 players and take a shot that just missed from outside the box.
Skip past 2 players when he has space. He will have no space against us. Look how we played in that game against Man City last year. We were as deep as we could be. 11 men behind the ball, completely compact. There was no space. And that's how we'll play against them again.
Sean Dyche will be proud.
And then they'll beat
Exactly.
us.
I just honestly, I don't
But
think Holland
it's
is
all
going to
based
change
on
it
hope,
that much.
Tyrion. Like,
I don't
like,
think
they
it's
have
hope.
a
It's
better
precedent. It's precedent. It's precedent. We've done it multiple times. We've done it multiple times. The last time we lost to them was City away under Jose, and we had multiple injuries across the squad.
But if you're saying
and we
going back to
got beat
Jose,
back.
that's a totally different team that played a different style. So how can you say
Okay.
that now we will? Like,
Well,
that's
we
just
beat them
We beat
last.
them
We beat them
twice,
two
and we
times
beat them
last
twice
year.
last season. We beat them twice last season. We beat
the
them
first
under
game was
Nuno.
they had a random mishmash of players in the first game.
A
Of the
random
season. Like,
mishmash
that
of
was
players. They're not random players. They're all part of a
You think
multi-billion
the team
dollar.
that we played in the first game of the season was City at their best?
Who cares if it's? I mean, it's
Because
still
we're
Man
not going to play
City,
that
it
same
doesn't-
team again, right? That like
Do you think
we're
they're going
not
to be
facing
at
that
their?
team.
I don't think they're going to be at their best in a cup competition either, and that's what we're talking about, right? We're talking about our chance to win trophies with the team as it is right now. I think unless we get City or Liverpool,
So
I
we're
think
going to
we
be
have
at
a
our
good
best
chance
at the cup
to make the
competition.
final.
I'm
I
backing
think-
I'm backing Haaland over Dyer and Davies.
Like if we're
Jeez.
playing in the
But
fourth round
it's
of the
not
FA
just-
Cup against City, their team will be better than ours because their second
Not
string is
about
better than ours.
Haaland in it's not about Holland in a
Doesn't
1v1. He's not
matter.
going to get those opportunities. If we sit back, he will not have space. He will not be able to get in behind. His best chance to score will be on a header or to get outside the box and take shots. Go watch that game again. Do you think
Right,
it
but
really made a
but
difference
you
having
say that.
on the pitch?
You're
I
saying his
don't
best
think
chance will
it
be of
would.
a header. Like, it's not like how many times do fucking teams get headers against us?
Usually, we do concede 7
A lot.
That's been a problem. Yeah. I mean, I just don't.
Like,
I
lot.
just don't think we're. I don't think we're of the same quality. But I think Spurs, because of the players that we have and the way we can play on the counter, I think that we're the perfect team to beat a team like City. We're the perfect team to beat a team like Liverpool. Tactically,
We
it
can
is
beat a perfect team and
it's a
still
good
not be likely to
matchup.
beat them, though.
It's a good matchup. I think this is an inferiority complex. I think this is cowardice. What I'm hearing
No,
right
it's
now.
just
You guys are
recognizing
so
how
afraid
bad our
of
team
teams.
is.
You're so afraid of teams that we did not lose to last season. And Conte's only had more time with these players. I don't get it. It's like, who did we lose in this offseason that makes us weaker? No one. We strengthened. Are we as good as we should be? No, but we're still getting better. And we didn't lose to City or Liverpool last season. So why should we lose to them this season if we're getting stronger?
We didn't
are
beat
they
Southampton
stronger? Are
last
they
year. Why
stronger?
should we lose to them? Why should we beat them this year? Like, a result last year doesn't mean it's the same result this year.
You know that's
We
not
only
the
look at
same
it one
thing.
way
You
with
know
Spurs
that's not
fans.
the same thing. That shit game against Southampton in the pouring rain, you have games like that. But these top 6 matchups, they're big occasions. Players get up for this shit. We're not going to just show up we're not going to play and not show up. These players will get up for it. They always do. Spurs always take it up a notch against the big teams. We've
Where
seen
was
did
that
against
mentality against Chelsea last season then?
So I would say
Okay,
that
so
we.
when did we?
I mean, I
so
think
only
I
one of those
agree with
games
you,
were we
Tyrion.
fully healthy to play Chelsea. and
Tyrion,
it was
I
when
agree with you.
Nuno
I
was
think
head
we
coach,
improved.
so-
2 weeks ago, we were healthy against Chelsea, weren't we? We didn't get up for that
Yeah,
game.
and we didn't lose, did we? Despite it being.
You said we get up
at
for them. We
Stamford
didn't get up
Bridge.
for that game. But we didn't get up for it. We were poor, right?
Wait,
We weren't up
hold
for
on.
it.
So I was saying that I think
Yeah, but
that
we
I
didn't
agree
beat
Oh,
with
well,
you, Tyrion,
right,
that
we got the draw.
we're stronger now than we were last year. But other teams also got stronger, to Scott's
Liverpool
point.
did not get
So-
stronger.
But I agree
Liverpool are
with you. I
weaker.
was
They
about
got
to say that.
weaker,
Hold
if
on,
anything.
hold on. I was about to say that. I was gonna say that I don't think that Liverpool possibly got as strong enough to continue to draw with us or beat us necessarily. They may draw with us. I don't know, but they didn't improve to the same extent that we improved as of yet. But Man City definitely improved substantially. So I think that it will be much more challenging for us to beat Man City this season than it was last season because of Haaland. Because that is a really, really great addition that they had. The other thing is that everything is out the window this season because of the World Cup. And because there are so many like changes happening, and because we started the season a little bit earlier, the preseason was shorter, there are a lot of things that are very unique about this season. So I kind of feel like everything is kind of like out the door of like in regards to what you can put the metric on versus last season. He's quiet.
No, you're not wrong.
I don't know.
Like,
I've made my points. I mean, I rest my case.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Tyrion. I think we improved, and I think that we could expect to maybe like be better than we were against like some of the other teams, like Liverpool, for example. But I don't think that we can have that same expectation compared to like the teams that did really improve a lot, as well as us, like compared like like Man City. And then in general, like it's hard to tell because of the World Cup. I just said it, everything is like really different this season from last season. We have a World Cup right in the middle, of the season. A lot can be determined in regards to, just like injuries or how that World Cup goes, how far people go, and like certain players with their country go in the World Cup will potentially tire them out more than others, and so we just don't know what that's going to look like.
Yeah, and what kind of you hate to think about injuries, but I'm sure there's going to be a couple big ones. I
mean, that's equal risk.
Oh, yeah.
That's equal risk for all the top 6 teams, though. All the top 6 teams have international players throughout their squad. Many of them.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I didn't say that was unique to us. I'm just saying that reality makes it like hard to predict.
Who do we have
and use last season as like a benchmark is what I'm saying.
The World Cup, Kane, Son, Perisic, Lloris. Is Sweden? No,
Bentancur, Højbjerg.
Højbjerg, yeah.
They're all in the World Cup.
Romero,
Davies.
Don't think they are.
What's interesting factoid that I tried to put in a group before, but nobody cared. Interesting factoid is that we actually are the team or the club that has the most captains of national teams that are going to be at the World Cup. There's no club in Europe that has more captains that are going to be like at the World Cup, because we have Sonny, Kane, and Lloris, and that's the most. Like,
isn't Højbjerg captain?
Only a max of 2.
Isn't Højbjerg captain?
No, Scheer is their captain.
He's not. He's not.
Simon Scheer, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We got too many captains and not enough sailors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we have 3. So we have 3 captains on our side, which are on our. Which means
captain.
that we're probably like we have 3 main players who are going to be playing a lot of minutes, and for however long that they get, through, in the stages of the World Cup, right? So they're going to be playing like every game. So that's going to be definitely like something that might hit us hard in that regard. But I think it's also very like it's a nice factoid as well, because it shows when people talk about leadership, we're like like Arsenal was like. One of their issues is like they don't have enough leadership, or some of the other teams don't have enough leadership. I'm like, well, shows that we do have a leadership in our squad, because we have 3 national team captains in our squad.
Yeah, my only thing is we've had them for a while.
Yeah, I feel like Son and Kane aren't real leaders, though. They're more of leaders by exam.
I'm just saying, as like someone who was just recently called negative, I feel like that little factoid of mine saying that it shows that we have leadership in our squad is a way of me being positive and saying that there's something great about our players with evidence, backed up by evidence, by the way.
I 100% applaud the statement, but being a lifelong Spurs fan, I'm just negative.
Well,
It
I
is what it
apparently
is.
I am too. So
They beat the positive out of me in the 90s. Let me assure you of that. With a brick.
Oh, good old Tottenham.
well, but the ones that I was referring to when you look at Kane's son and Hugo, I mean, those are also like our main players.
I know. We've had them quite a while.
Yeah, those are our main players, pretty much.
Mhm.
Those are our three best players. The last
Our
time the
three
World
best
Cup came out,
players,
probably
and
the
we don't
time
have a
before that.
whole lot outside of that. So
I don't know.
Well,
assessing you on it.
I would
I've-
argue they're not our three best players though. Now I would say that Romero
Yeah,
and
I'm just trying
Kane
to.
are our best three players.
I'm just
By
trying to get these
Thursday,
pissed
though,
that
we're going to have
start
like
coming
at
out
least
with
3 more worldies join the club. Don't worry. We'll be good. We'll be golden.
I guess maybe
Yeah.
you could put Perisic up there now because Perisic is
Yeah.
definitely amazing.
He's world class.
I like. He's also super calm.
He's got something about him. Like he just seems
Yeah.
special to me.
I
When
mean,
I
if
was
you had won
watching the game
if you had
in
won
the
the
first
Champions
half-
League, I don't think you'd be bothered walking into Tottenham. Honestly, would you?
Did anyone else see this in the first half when their left wing back or right wing back was running down at him and he tried to do something and Perisic just scuffed the ball off him out. He had a wry smile on his face, like, you think you're going to get that over on me? Not, I don't think so, son. He just had a smile on his face that the kid
And
tried it.
He had a cool, calm header back to Lloris too. Inside the penalty area, it was like, whoa.
I nearly laid an egg because that
I
egg
know.
seemed a bit hard.
I
But he
think
was
he's at
so
like
calm
60.
about it.
I think the guy's at like 60% too. I don't think we've seen even close to
Oh, he's not
how
fully
good he
fit.
can be.
Oh yeah, agreed.
He has
agreed.
so much more in his
We,
locker. You can tell that Perisic has so much more in his locker.
I'm telling
Imagine
you,
if we'd have signed him 4 years ago.
yeah. I'm telling you, he's going to
Imagine.
give us a few moments this season where we're going to be like, holy shit. Like,
Well, Perisic,
this
Trippier.
player.
Well,
Yeah.
Jason, we wouldn't have signed him like 3 years or 4 years ago. Like that wasn't our MO to do that.
He
The
wouldn't have
reason
come
why
here.
we
He wouldn't have
got
come.
him. The only reason why we got him is because of Conte and because he was a free transfer. That's the only reason why we got him.
So does anybody else want to see Spence play wing back against the Irons?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think he's ready, but I'm sick of Emerson. So, like, oh my god, like it can't be any worse.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
but-
do and I don't. I literally want the cup competition to start ASAP, the Carabao Cup, so I can actually see him play a game. Because I'm hoping
Yeah.
he at least gets thrown in on those, so we can
I'm with
like.
you in it.
We really
I
haven't
don't-
seen
Sure.
any of our
Yes,
new
yes.
signings play except for Perisic and Richie. Like I would say Longley and Basuma and it's like we really haven't seen like any of them really. It's
Yeah.
only been Perisic and Richie pretty much that you can actually like form an opinion on, you know?
That's
Like
true.
I feel like I would love to see more of Basuma. Like last time, it wasn't the Forest game, but I think I can't remember if it was the Wolves game or the Chelsea game. He came on and like within a minute he got a yellow card. I don't know if you remember that. He did a tackle and got a yellow card within like a minute of being on the pitch, and I was like, oh great.
You definitely. I think
Yeah,
that was the Wolves
just-
game.
He was just excited, you know.
I
Wanted
mean,
to impress.
in his cameo of the 7 or 8 minutes or whatever it was, I reckon he showed a bit of spark, and I was, as good Guma says, I was surprised on how fast he was.
That's the main
He's got a
attribute.
motor on him.
Oh, 100. He's definitely got like pace, like definitely. But I don't know. Like he's for me,
and
he's
at
still
least
young, and I don't want to throw him in the deep end, and then he has a couple of bad performances, and like Tottenham fans do what Tottenham fans do,
fair,
and they
he'll
like
do well
climb
in the
all
counter.
over him. Like I just want him to, because he does have a talent. I just want him to be handled right. You know what I mean? But I guess at the end of the day, if you're good enough, you're good enough, aren't you?
Yeah, but
And
I
he-
think the reason
he
why
can cross
Conte
the
hasn't
ball.
been- Go ahead. Sorry.
He can cross the ball. At least he can cross the ball. I don't think Royale can pass anywhere, over 6 yards.
The reason why Conte hasn't been playing him is not just because he's young and he's raw, but like I think with Conte he's really big on like players knowing his system, like learning his system and doing what he says. Like, so I feel like he like eases players in because he feels like, oh, they don't really like get it yet or understand my Conte system yet, exactly how I want them to play. So he's like teaching them like, this is the way I want you to play, this is the way I want you to play, and then he'll like put them out there more.
Yeah, I think he's getting there. I think he's learning. He was put on as a right winger. He took Kulu's spot, so he's definitely got the talent to get forward.
I'm saying that's the reason why it's taking so long, is what I'm saying, is because Conte's like teaching him like, this is the way that I want you to play.
He said the same thing about
came in at
Basuma
that position because we didn't have anybody else.
Conte didn't want to put him out there.
Yeah, I think he said the same thing about Basuma a few press conferences ago about like the reason he's picking the team he's picking because he's had time with them and they all know his system, and he wants the new players to know his system so he can just slot them in when he needs to. There he is.
Who's that guy?
My
Eugene.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all you guys wherever you are in the world.
You're not going to break down, are you?
No, not this time. Jason, yeah, you were there that day. I got my old car back, Jay. I got my original car back, my car back, right? So
okay,
break down. Cool. Yeah, it's out of the workshop. Guys, yeah, I know.
It's good to see you, my man.
You always always stream when it's like not the right time for me. It's always like too early in the morning for me.
I know. I understand, yeah. Because you guys are like 12 hours or 14 hours time difference from me. Yeah. Unless if I get back to the sun.
I'm on the West Coast too, so it's even like earlier for me. So, but I'm just letting you know that because I would jump on your stream if the timing was right.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because most of you guys from Americas, right? It's a bit too early for you guys, and like sometimes Shane in Australia is too late for him, right? So sometimes I try to get more in between, try to catch it. But nowadays, because of work and all that, so I just do a show for the fun of it.
Well, life takes precedent, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, life takes precedent. Yeah. But I've been listening to the conversation and all that. Yeah, right. What Kieran's been saying. Kieran, there's one thing is to say, right? There's no guarantees in football. It's not going to guarantee we're going to beat City or beat Liverpool, right? We have improved, a bit. They've improved, so much. So that's the standard that we are, right? So, and of course, talking about transfer windows and all that. Come on, right? I had my show yesterday, and I said this statement to Brian Daigle, and he chuckled to death. We are living through deja vu in reverse for the past 20 years, but this is the season that's happening, right? So don't expect anything to come in. Bobby, big up. Wake Bobby.
He must have just
is it poo time for him?
From the looks of it, he's taking a dump and he's watching the stream. So
I hope we make
steak.
Bobby, hope everything comes out smoothly.
Oh yeah.
Not too much work.
No.
That's right.
But guys, come on. To tell the truth, right? I mean, my feeling is that most probably in the end of the day we might get Adama Traore. That's all, right? And of course, Dan James, right?
I'll be honest, I don't necessarily want him, but like for 10 million, it's worth. Like you can't really lose at that price.
Yeah, you can't lose at that price. That's true.
As for Dan James, no thanks.
And of course, but it's an option, right? It's a loan with an option to buy. So that's the perfect deal for you know who, right? This is the sad part. And the worst part of our transfer window now is, right, all the players that we're supposed to sell have all gone out on loan.
Yeah, but that's because they're so crap. No one wants to buy them. And you can't blame them.
No, that's why, Jason. We're not getting any money from them. So
I know
if you're not
that,
getting
but-
and we're not getting money from them, you know who's not going to spend the money, right?
I know that, but I mean, let's be honest, they're a hard sell. Like,
Of course, they're a hard sell. We roast them every day of the week, right? Of course, they're going to be a hard sell, right? We should have gone on all the YouTube channels and said that, oh, Ndombele is fantastic. Regulon is the best in the world, right? Give us £5 million, £10 million.
We can't understand why Winks isn't getting picked. He should be a starter every week.
Yeah,
he
we should
is
talk,
unequivocally
all
the best player on the team.
Harry Winks, he's one at that, right?
All right, so hey everyone, I'm getting real sleepy. I had an early morning start today.
He can fall asleep on stream and we take over.
I know, it's almost to the point, but they always say leave people wanting more, so I'm going to try to make these a little shorter and do them a little more often. It was nice late night chilling. We'll go around in order. Richarla Steak, what's up? How do people, where do they find you at? Are you on Twitter, bud?
No, I'm just on other people's channels like this.
Wow.
If I get invited, I join usually. And
you're always invited to mine.
Steak.
That was beautiful. Thanks for being here, man. As always, it's really good to have you. You just added a little more steak to my life. And then next one on the other side, I got Jason Groves. What's up, man?
Normally I jump basically open streams, so I will definitely always be on this stream, and I jump on Will's stream. And actually, I'm gonna be with Brian on Tottenham on tour for the transfer deadline rant. Transfer day rant. So I'll be on with him, yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be named Daigle Unchained or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'll be on with.
Unchained, yeah.
I'll be on with Brian for that stream.
That's gonna be a wild one. Make sure to take your blood pressure medication that day.
I do. I'm good.
Okay, good deal. Well, yeah. So that's Jason Groves, everybody. Again, Grovesy, thanks for jumping in, man. It's always nice to have you.
Absolute pleasure.
Really appreciate it, man. And then below you, we've got the beautiful Kieran. And his new camera makes him look so freaking cute.
Yeah. You can find me on this channel, on this show. You can find me on Jacob's Pop-Ups, Will Stewart Teach FC Rants, been on other channels before, and yeah, like I'd like to try and get on Eugene's channel more, but like you said, the time difference makes it tough sometimes. But yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter right there at Spurs After Dark. Yeah.
Can I just say, I always love Kieran's point of view. Like, he's always very.
I appreciate that.
He's an old soul. That's why I like him.
It's measured.
Like there's an old man trapped in that young man's body.
I get that a lot, honest.
For me, I think there's a young man trapped in an old man's body.
I know the feeling, Eugene. I know the feeling.
Eugene, you have a big old Spurs YouTube channel yourself, right, buddy?
Oh yeah, Spurs Vision TV. Nowadays, more or less, I'll be doing a show a week, right? Kieran, if after the show we don't leave, we can have a chat and maybe we can plan something for you. Maybe you can take over Spurs Vision on your side of the pond or something like that. Right?
Okay,
maybe we can plan
sure,
something. Yeah. Right, and of course, they're doing a show a week. It is what it is, right? Like what Jason says, life is life. You gotta work, you gotta feed the family, right? But Spurs comes along too. Oh, I just wish we would beat West Ham tomorrow. Because, yeah, you know why? Because I'm gonna wake up. It's either I don't sleep, right, to watch the match, right, or I'm gonna sleep like 2 hours and wake up to watch the match, right? Which the other day. Yesterday, right? Like for the Brighton game, I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning and watched us play like a bunch of idiots and lost. Oh my god, that screwed up my whole day. So let's hope we beat West Ham on Wednesday. No, let's hope we better beat West Ham on Wednesday, making me wake up.
We will. Hey, we will, Eugene. Don't worry. I promise we will. speaking of promises, and Jacob from United Spurs of America is next to you. He always keeps his promises. He's a great guy. Watch his channel if you've never done so before. It's in his name. It's United Spurs of America. It's great. It's really good. It's maybe the best channel ever, except for this one, Hotspur Hood. And
you gotta catch yourself, right, Colin? I heard that.
I do work for Hotspur Hood. It's kind of a coming together of many Spurs YouTube channels. We're always looking to grow, take in some new minds. If maybe you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you want to have a platform, maybe talk to me or some of the other Hotspur Hood guys. Shane, what's up, dude?
Hey, man.
Where?
Yeah, you can find me on Will's channel or on Eugene's channel. If I'm awake to get onto Eugene's channel. He normally kicks off at about 11:30 here, 11:30 at night, which is pretty late for me. I go to bed pretty early, so and I'll jump onto your channel when I can, when I'm not working.
Well, I appreciate having you, man. As with everybody, it's like I'm hanging out with my homies. So thanks for joining. And you're on Twitter, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Sort of on Twitter.
His handle's a secret. You guys can't know it, but we know it. So I'll make sure to send you some funny stuff, Shane.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep well. It was good seeing you, buddy.
Good seeing you.
Cubed.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, it feels like. On the streams, in the chats. Probably going to be a little bit less so in the next week or so, but I will be on Spurs Americana on Tottenham away on Friday, and then
everybody check that one out.
What's that?
Said everybody go check that one out.
Thank you. And then I'm just otherwise just wandering around, calling people out on saying things that are factually incorrect. And defending Sonny.
It's a very concise breakdown of what you do, and I think it's perfect. Thank you for being here. It was great to have you. We'll have to do longer next time.
Yeah, sorry I came on so late. I was cooking dinner.
Oh, sure. That's
trying to do real life stuff, You
have to cook vodka.
This is excuse.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm kidding. And you're getting some Goguma love, so that's always good. So Scott, last but certainly the heck not least. What's up?
I mean, you can find me on. There's a late night show on Tommy's channel. I can't remember what it's called, but you guys can go search it, find it there. I go on the late night version of his show because Tommy's too big time to let me come on with him. Other than that,
the late night. What's about the late night one? That guy's pretty big time.
Oh, the late night host, he's great. He's the best guy I know. Diluted as can be, but great to chat with.
Perfect.
And I have to say, shout out to Colin's wife, Beth. Big up for letting you do the show tonight. She's great. Shout out to all the wives out there that let us, and husbands. Sorry, look at me. I'm so old and sexist. All the wives and husbands out there that let us come on and do these streams. So, other than that, Jacob pop-ups. I'm enjoying my time being the second most negative member of the Hoodlums. I'm glad somebody has taken my my role over as the negative one. I'm now
who's the negative?
Positive, fairly rational, and
who's the most negative, Scott?
I don't know. I don't make these rankings. I just
you said
such a cop out. Such a cop out.
Hey, and with that,
wait, you said you're the second most. So who's the most?
I would say this. It might be somebody who failed to show up for the Shirts Off show and made us all wear our shirts tonight. If they would have showed up on time, maybe we would have had more support.
Everyone, say your version of the